Good evening, friends. So, we all got the shocking news today of passing away of Mr. Sushant Singh Rajput, a very promising and young man, handsome, beautiful smile, left suddenly. He took his own life, which is the saddest part. We must understand why this is happening. Why a versatile, intelligent actor who had number 7 ranking in AIEEE, who was a mechanical engineer from Delhi College of Engineering. He topped in some Olympiads of physics. So such a brilliant man, good looking, everything, all successful, everything was good, but still he took away his life. Why? He could not cope up with a short term gap after a huge success. Probably he was into depression for last 6 months, and he suddenly decided to take away his life. Taking your own life is not an easy step. No human being in proper senses who is fit mentally will be able to take their life. So it takes a lot of courage, which is not the right thing to do. So we also have to look into that all of us are suffering at some point some kind of depression. So no one is immune. It could be right from the top to the lowest of the rung. No one is immune to depression. We all have to look after our mental health so that we are able to perform and take appropriate action and do not do unjust things which affect the society and parents at large. So it is very important to manage your thoughts, especially your stressful thoughts. So I will suggest some ways how you can control your thoughts. So first, pen down your fears. So there could be many fears. It's not just that you have one fear, there could be more than one fear. Ask yourself a few questions if you can write down. First, is this fear based on facts? Means, is it real? Or I'm just assuming something. Number two, what are the chances that my fear will come true? Now that I've identified that this might happen, now what is the percentage? Like in today's time, what are my chances of getting COVID? And what are my chances of, if I get COVID, what are my chances of dying from COVID? So I should not be paranoid about it. I should take precautions, prevent it, but I should not sit at home and fear that COVID ho jayega. So we have to pay a lot of attention and channelize our thoughts in a proper way so that we ward off unwanted fear. When we are thinking about a fear, is it helping in finding out the solution or we feel paralyzed? So if there is fear in the mind and if we are able to find solution, then it is justified. But if we have fear and we have paralyzing thoughts and we are not able to think anything, then we have to do something about it. The method is not right. After this analysis, if you feel that your fear is concrete, then break down the problems into steps. Number one, what's the first thing that I can do to solve this problem? So I have to write down my options and then I have to see the pros and cons of each option. Number two, I have to transform my thoughts. From negative thoughts, I have to bring in the positive thoughts. Rather than thinking that I will catch the disease, I will think I'm home, I'm staying safe. Virus cannot reach me. Even if it reaches me, it will be low dose. I will get immunity. I will not get affected. I will not need hospitalization. I will come out of it safe and secure. My baby will stay safe. My baby will not get infected. Nothing will happen to me or my baby. Then concentrate on energy, on what you can control and what you can't. So there are various factors in life. There we can control some and we can't control others. So it is very important to know what we can control and we work on that. What we can't control, we try to figure out how we can go about it, and if we can't, we pray to Lord to give us energy and strength to bear with that till we tide over the problem. Then manage your stress. So think positive. Remember the difficult situation which you tided in the past. So those times are gone. You came out healthy and hearty, and these times will also pass. Please do not allow stress to overburden you, to take over you, that you do not think logically and take an extreme step. Give it time. Anytime if you are stressed, give it time. It needs practice, positive thoughts, deep breathing, meditation, various relaxation techniques. They get better with practice, with passage of time. All these techniques help you in coping with stress remarkably. Sometimes you may not be able to do it yourself, and you might need people to help you out. Some other points that I would like to emphasize and how you can reduce your stress. One is, don't look at the media. This blue screen all the time is screening on day in and day out about various fears, because the TRPs are always high whenever a negative news is propagated. So whenever something positive happens, there is very little coverage in the media. Anything negative is always shown again and again. So please restrict your watching of media to a limited period, once a day. Maybe it could be morning or evening, whatever suits you. Join antenatal online classes where you talk to expert and other women who are pregnant. It will develop camaraderie. You will feel more relaxed. You will see that there are other women with similar problem. You talk to each other and you feel completely physically and mentally relieved. Do meditation, we just discussed. Then connect with your family and friends. It's extremely important. If you have not touched base with your sister, brother, cousins, parents, your near dear ones, your school friends, this is a good time. Everyone is having enough time. People are returning home early because of Janata curfew, and otherwise also, though it is now unlock 1, but still there is a lot of most of the people are returning home early, so there's a lot of time with all of us. So we should try to connect our family and friends and see that we increase our bonding, because we cannot be with people, we cannot touch them, we cannot see them face to face, but at least this virtual techniques, they help us a lot and can take us a lot forward. So connect via video or audio calls. Then maintain sleep hygiene. It is extremely important to sleep for 7 to 8 hours in the night, and for pregnant women even 1 to 2 hours in the afternoon is good. When you sleep at regular pattern, that you sleep exactly at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and you get up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, you have a fixed schedule, your body behaves in a much better way. The old saying, early to bed and early to rise, stands true. It's good. You maintain your circadian rhythm, the biological clock, and your body behaves in a much better way. And that's how we see the previous generation was much more healthier, because they would sleep very early and get up early. Eat healthy, so there's no question about it. We should all be eating healthy, exercise regularly. For the mental well-being, you may take up a new hobby, you may reinitiate a new hobby, like if you are into doll making, if you're into embroidery, you're into painting, cookery, cooking classes, online virtual video making, whatever you love to do, please do. You can make some clothes for the newborn, it'll be nice. Then if you still feel you are in trouble, you can join online support groups. So there are online groups for pregnant women and for new parents. You can join, there are experts, there are individuals, there are people who can address your questions, and you can get satisfactory answers, or else they can also tell you where you can get an individual help. You can also meet a psychologist online if there's anxiety, depression or stress. You should ask for help. If you think the household chores in the absence of domestic help is troubling you a lot, please ask your husband or a close family member who lives in the house to help you. Do not hesitate in asking for help. Request your neighbor to do your grocery or other things which can be done from outside. So you will find kind people all around who will take off your burden and you feel a little lighter. In spite of that, if you have some questions, some problems, and you don't feel comfortable, You don't want to talk to a psychologist, then you speak to a treating doctor. Most of the doctors are very helpful and can help you alleviate your anxiety, stress, and bring back life into you so that you're away from taking any kind of extreme step. You can also have an online baby shower, so such festivities help. So a couple of pregnant women, each one can have baby shower at home with their closest family, which is living under the same roof, and then you can all make it together like a collage, a combined video, and then enjoy that. So that can also be done. Take your vitamins regularly, that's very important. So once again I stress, please ensure that you are in good mental health. If pregnancy is a time when there's a lot of emotional turmoil, these are difficult times because of COVID, no domestic help, all the time you're stuck at home with the same group of people, there is no outing. All this is putting a heavy toll on the brain and on the mental health. Some of the women are, or even men are subjected to domestic violence and abuse. This can also affect the mental health. Please pay attention to your mental health. It is extremely important for you and the baby who's going to come, and ensure that nobody around you can take life just like what Sushant Singh Rajput did. Very sorry. I hope he rests in peace, and we all hope to take lesson from this tragedy and expect that this never repeats with anyone again. Thank you and good night.